Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show for you today. Brad, what's up, man? How we doing?
Doing great, AB. Happy to be here today on the last day of the year. So happy New Year's Eve to everybody and the crew. Excited to be here and talk some shop.
Talk a little shopping. Yeah, there you go. Hey, you know what? It's December 31st. Get it all out of the way now. That's what today is about. Everything, we just bust it all out. There we go. Speaking of that, all right, so our man, Michael, it's his birthday today, okay? I'm trying to find the post. There it is right here. All right. Michael, today's my birthday, so I'm going to need an AB3 and a Tizzle special stat. All right, no problem on that. I've got you covered from a million angles today. But happy birthday, big dog. Appreciate you and everything that you do here at Driving the Line. Yeah, man. Big Brad, wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, my man. Thanks for being here. You're always in the chat, always so positive and bringing in the love. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, man. All right, now, Matty Ice, I can't find the post he wrote. Is it odd that the world counts down to the end of your birthday if you're on December 31st, which is pretty funny. So that's a good question, a real good question. Now, another one. AB, do you like Castle Assist today? Yes, I do. And so good to see you. And yes, we do. We're going to be all over it. So let's jump in. Now, before we do that, and so good to see everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful, what day is it? Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday, December 31st. College football playoff tonight, big dog. Now, before we get to that, we have to take a look at yesterday. All right, Tennessee and Illinois, first quarter, over 13.5. Brad, we got this with 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Got it. 76ers money line. We needed overtime and a 3 at the end to get that. Celtics money line plus 150. We'll take that one. Tennessee minus 3.5. Do not get that. And I have to say, shout out here, all right, to Tina, Big J, all of our Illinois folks. Absolute great game yesterday. Illinois takes down Tennessee in the Music City Bowl. Shout out. Illini, baby. Hey, and Brett Bielema is their head coach, Brad, and I love him. I can't get enough of Bielema. He's awesome. Now, speaking of college football, all right, so that was yesterday, okay? Speaking of college football, the Howie Schwab crew play of the day. You ready for this? Starts tonight. Miami and Ohio State. Miami plus 9.5. Big Tony and the Hurricanes ready to shock the world. Or you go to Ohio State minus 9.5. Over 40.5 or under 40.5. Bradley, what are you looking at here, buddy? OH?
You already know, AB. Not only is this a mismatch, Miami are going to come in with giving a lot of energy just to get here. They're meeting a top quality Ohio State team. I think that this one could be a 15 to 20 plus type of victory. An absolute stomp is happening tonight.
You're feeling it for the Buckeyes, huh? Okay.
I'm feeling this one. It feels like that opening round slam, just get in, get out. I don't necessarily know about the next round, right? But this one, I think it's a stomp.
Nice. All right. Then we're going to find out tonight. We're going to talk about it in just a second. I can't wait. Matty Ice, 2 kids from my small hometown of Linden, Kansas, were facing each other in that Music City Bowl yesterday. Pretty impressive for that. That is just the sheer numbers and odds of that happening. No doubt. That's a pretty cool little stat right there. Cyclone said, good morning, crew. Thanks for the Deshaun Bishop cash in Tennessee game. May be tough loss, but good game either way. Yeah, no doubt. And they're bowl games. And I was happy for all the Illinois fans. There were a ton of them that came to Nashville. They looked like they were having a good time. And I tell you, I hope they have a blast. You know what I mean? And it was a good game for sure. So shout out to Illinois. And yeah, Deshaun Bishop ended up with 2 touchdowns yesterday. So, dude, glad that worked out, man. No doubt. All right. Joshua says, good morning from Canberra, Australia. Happy New Year 2026. Joshua, absolutely, big dog. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I was stuck with Michael. Happy New Year's. Hey, you know what? Joshua, tell me when your birthday is. We're going to celebrate that too. Don't worry about it. But shout out for sure. Canberra, Australia. That is awesome. Brad, have you ever been to Australia?
I have not been to Australia, but I can tell you I have bet on Canberra to play soccer in those lower Aussie leagues that I like. Shout out Canberra for
Oh,
sure.
shit. Like, I've never been either. Bucket list. But let me say, everything that I know about Australia is like, all right, find the toughest like area in like the United States and then juice it with steroid. Like, Australia is not playing around with anybody. The wildlife is fierce. The people are fierce. It's beautiful too. Looks out again. I've never been, but shout out to Australia. Like, you you can't be soft in Australia. There's like 9 million animals that can wipe you out, dog. Like that. Anyways, that was Australia. Hey, shout out for real though. Happy New Year indeed, man. And Joshua, it's good to see you, buddy. All right, so let's jump into it, Bradley, because we have some picks now, real quick. Pickett, good folks over there. Zach Phelps, great folk over here. I don't know if that was a correct sentence, but I do know that Zach and Pickett will save you money. So if you are using Pickett, use promo code Zach Phelps, ZACKPHELPS. Join it. Have fun. Let's get after it. All right, Bradley, it's time. We got so much to do. Let's get to the pick. All right, talk to me, big dog. What do you got?
We are going to Israel at 11:30 p.m. or sorry, a.m. today. So this morning coming up here in just just over 2 hours. The Israeli Premier League is playing today. Maccabi Netanya is taking on Hapoel Petah Tikva. We're looking for 3 total goals to at least get us a push, but 4 with a full cash minus 115 is a great line. What we're looking at, and these two are trenders. Maccabi Netanya scores tons. 2+ in 6 of the last 8 at home and 2+ in 9 of the last 12 in the league. They've scored in 18 of their last 20 matches, but they are a conceding team. 17 of their last 18 they've also conceded. So both teams scoring, both teams conceding, but specifically this home team runs up the score. When they get to that 3 total, this away team specifically in 10 straight, it's actually got to 4, which it's done in 2 straight matches. So we like goals in this match. First half, second half, but specifically 2+ in the second half, which has happened for Maccabi Netanya in 14 of their last 16 matches. So goals, baby. Maccabi Netanya over 3 against Hapoel Petah Tikva. 4 total goals puts us in at full cash minus 115.
Okay, great job on great job on all of that. Excellent job on the pronunciations. There's no chance I'm going to try to repeat what you just ripped off. Like, that was a great job. And I do wish that this game was at 11:30 p.m. tonight. Hey, we need a bet of a game that is going on like during New Year's. Maybe.
Okay. Well, tonight's a tough one, but at 2 a.m., shout out to our Australia folk. Western Sydney is taking on, I think it's MacArthur tomorrow, or no, Auckland City's tonight taking on, can't even remember who they're playing on the away end, but there are Aussie matches that are going on through this time. So pay attention. Those are some good ones.
The fact that you just ripped that like clean out of nowhere. Yeah, don't worry about the other team. That was awesome. Yeah. All right. So what was the team name again? Sydney? Say it again.
Western Sydney is one of them. And then you're also going to be looking at Auckland.
All right. Western Sydney, Auckland. Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
And Auckland is New Zealand, AB.
Oh, there we go. Little NZ action.
Yeah, they got some transfer over there. They got a couple people like Wellington Phoenix who have base in the other area. Makes travel pretty difficult for these teams, but it's a cool, unique situation.
Yeah. Southwest not flying over there?
I mean, it might. It just take a while.
Spirit is. You just point Spirit in the right direction. All right? They got the rest. I love when 3 years ago there was a national like computer outage of like all like flights, you know, and so every airline's grounded. Spirit goes, "What outage? We ain't using any of that." Respect too. Joshua said, love the animals. We play tough with rugby league, rugby union, and all hard, tough tackles with no protection. No freaking doubt. Like, I wasn't joking a syllable of it. Like, Australia is like, dude, welcome to the Thunderdome. You know what I mean? Like, you send the best of the best, send it down here. All right. Until then, you can stay over there. Yeah, no doubt. Dude, it's rough, man. Rough. All right. Okay, yeah, Tony said it. He said, wow, going the over. I'm doing it. Brad, I'm feeling points in this game tonight.
Me too.
Miami, Ohio. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, what did you say?
Me too, AP. I actually think Ohio State, I know this is kind of crazy, but I think they could cover this total alone.
I saw it last year. I don't question Ohio State one bit, man.
It's just a crazy statement, you know, it's just like a little bit wacky, but I do think it.
Yeah. Hey, James Madison covered it last week. You never know. But no, man, we'll talk about this game in a second. But I will give you Miami, Ohio State over 40.5. All right, we have other bowl games today too. Iowa, Vanderbilt. Now, I wanted this. Look, if you can do it, Iowa, Vanderbilt over 44.5 at like minus 125 is a much better number. Think of your key numbers: 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, field goal 45, right? So I'm going to play it at 45.5 because I know that everybody can't get it. But if you can search your books, again, it might matter, might not. There might be 12 points scored. This game might be 60. But if you're somebody who just likes to just fundamentally play the right side, 44.5 is a big difference of 45.5, right? It's worth it, the extra dime, honestly. Stephon Castle. So we saw it in the chat of the Spurs. Stephon Castle over 6.5 assists, minus 110. Yeah. Look, and again, respect to Kirk. Found it. He's been smoking it all season long. So again, it's one of those to where kind of the same deal we've done in baseball for a long time. And what I'm saying is I don't want, all the pressure like on Kirk. I don't want him feeling that of like, oh my God, like every time this is on the show, like got to come through. No, not at all. You know what I mean? Like, this is sports betting. So I don't want any of the pressure, but I do want to give the respect that it's an excellent look. So Kirk, well done there. Yeah, I'm riding with you, big dog. All right, now Texas Tech. These two games are tomorrow. College football playoff. They're tomorrow. Okay. Give me Texas Tech. I'm going to go ahead and take it. Give me Texas Tech plus 2.5 against Oregon. Give me Georgia minus 6.5 against Ole Miss. Right. Knocking over. Now we'll have plenty more looks tomorrow on these games. Right. Like, don't worry. We will. However, I don't want to overthink these two. Let me go ahead and lock in Texas Tech plus 2.5. Lock in Georgia minus 6.5. And we'll go from there. But it was brought up in the chat, Brad, and especially it's Michael's birthday. All right. We need an AB3. So tell me what you think about this. We take Ohio State to win tonight, Indiana to win tomorrow against Alabama, Georgia to win tomorrow against Ole Miss, plus 151.
Seems too easy, right? I mean, in a sense, I just think all three of these guys are going to win. The only one I think that brings me some trickiness is that Alabama game, just because it's Alabama, not necessarily because it's Alabama versus Indiana specifically. I like it, AB. I'm in. I'm definitely tailing that.
There we go. And look, hey, we'll talk about that game tomorrow. Alabama is absolutely dangerous now, because all the pressure's off. That win over Oklahoma was big, man. And again, not that Alabama fans approach anything other than we want to win and be excellent. Respect, right? But just that internal feeling of, oh my God, it's life or death. They don't have that this week. It's just focus and go. Indiana has the pressure, but they also don't seem to really care about it. Signetti's awesome. So, all right. That's the AB3. Now, again, but wait, there's more? There is. What do you think about this? Okay. Miami and Ohio State today, or tonight, actually. We're going to take that total of 40.5, and we're going to drop it down to 34.5 and play the over. 34.5. We're going to pair that with Virginia basketball, not football, basketball. Plus 103. Both of those are tonight. You in or out? What do we think?
Well, I don't have a clue about Virginia Tech, to be quite honest. So I would love to give you, I got half of this. I'm definitely on the top half, that over 34.5, but I'm with you on Virginia. Usually I like to hit those unders with Virginia. They like to play a lot of
defense,
like plays up at the top, just waste time ball.
Yeah. Waste of time ball. So you're an Alabama basketball kind of guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're not wasting a lot of time around here. Hey, Emilio said Virginia Tech deserves relegation. I thought you were going to say recognition. Relegation. So there you go. Jinxie, good to see you, bud. How we doing? All right, so let's jump into it here. Bama game could go either way. Oh, no doubt. Cody said, Bama playing with house money, and that's never good. No, it's not. No, it's not. Cody, AB, if Bama defense shows up, Indiana hasn't seen a team like that. They have better players every spot. If Simpson has time, he can pick. Yeah. Alabama could beat anyone. Like, I'm not saying they do beat anyone, but they can. Yeah, no question. And you're right. Now that, like, kind of on house money here, who wants to play that? It's like Duke basketball. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, man, we got caught up with this. All right, so that's what we have. So, all right, Brad, here we go, dude. College football playoff is here tonight. So looking at the bottom here, Miami and Ohio State. Now, Bradley, if you thought the fun and games were over already, they just started. Because we talked about this game yesterday, and I think we all have a good idea. Well, at least what we think we're going to see. But let's play a game of, well, you remember that game, Never Have I Ever? You remember playing that game? Remember that?
I'm familiar. Yes.
This is kind of, well, it's not really like it at all. But it's, are you in or are you out on exotic bets? You ready?
We need like a little theme music, like a ding, 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 ding.
You're right. Let me see what we've got.
While you're rolling through it.
Oh, we got a gong.
One of those slow jams.
A heartbeat. Whoa. We're going to get to use that. All right. None of these are working. Okay. So Ohio State, 9.5-point favorite, total of 40.5. So we're on the over here. Look, the biggest question is this. Which Miami team are we going to get? Last week, they were perfect. Sans field goal kicking, but still. The defense absolutely choked out Texas A&M. And the offense picked it up when it needed to. Right? But they won. Are we going to get that same defensive showing? Ohio State, they're coming off a loss. Remember that. Lost Indiana in the Big Ten championship. So I don't want to beat everybody over the head with the same analysis. So why don't we just look at this game? Yeah, and I wish that we had. Hold on.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay. Is any team scoring 30 points in this game? Miami or Ohio State?
30 pack for OH.
All right, so you can get plus 125. Any team scoring 40 points. Is that out of the question?
I mean, that's generous. It is.
Oh, it's very generous, no doubt. But plus 575. Okay? Team total. Go ahead.
That's a pretty good number for anybody.
Mm-hmm. Let's look at the team totals. Miami's team total, over under 14.5. You going over or under on that? Do they? And remember this key numbers: 14 and a half is a mirage. 7, 14 and a half. Now you need 7, 14, and 17. Right? You need 2 touchdowns and a field goal, or 3 touchdowns. But where do you think does Miami get to 15 points in this game? No.
I really don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, the books are putting it at 14 and a half for a reason, right? Ohio State, 24 and a half. Again, remember your key numbers: 7, 14, 21, 24 and a half, right? The books are doing this on purpose. Remember, they could juice you in 2 ways. They could juice you with the juice, minus 105, minus 145, or they could juice you with a hook.
Yeah, I could see it at 24, at like 24-7, and then they have to score, and then they do maybe late, and they go for that 2-point conversion to hit that 15 number. I think that could be a situation at play.
Uh-huh. So take a look at this. What do you think the final score of this game is going to be? Like, and what I'm getting at is this. You could play points bands. If you don't want to play team totals, all of them are plus money. Now, you've got to be correct. But you can get Miami from 11 to 20 plus 140. You don't have to, you have to worry about the over-under. Just get 11 to 20. See what I'm saying? So, I'm not saying that's a smart way to go about it. But in a game where you don't think there's going to be a lot of points, well, deductive reasoning says there's only so many areas that it can go. Randall said, look at Randall. Ohio State money line, Georgia money line, Bama money. Ohio State money line, Georgia money line, Bama plus 10.5 plus 191. I love it. That's a great look. Kirk, there's a reason this total has come down from 42.5. Yep. No doubt. Larry said, NBA betting is tough. Yes, it is. Hooks beat nightly. Yes, they do. Happy New Year, AB and crew. Happy New Year indeed to you, Larry. And you are spot on correct with those. All right, Ohio State points bands, same deal. I mean, you could take 21 to 30 for Ohio State at plus 170. Again, I'm not saying that that's some guarantee. You know what I mean? But it's an option. If you're somebody saying, look, and here's the best part about it. You don't have to pick who wins the game. You don't have to pick who covers the spread. All you have to do is say, I think Ohio State scores 23 points. Boom, 21 to 30. You see what I'm saying? But again, I bet these, they're much more difficult than you think. So anybody going, if you're going into it, it's a strategy. It's a there's only 6 options. You know what I'm saying? So you've got chances here, but you're gambling. For sure. All right, now here's some parlays from DraftKings. What do you think about these? Indiana, Ohio, all the favorites, except Ole Miss. I don't know. Indiana, now you're getting into points. I'm not even going to read through these, but you see, you've got options, but Indiana to win, Georgia to win, Miami to win. Yeah, so that's just some options there that you've got from DraftKings. Maddie said it. Never take those free.
If it's on the main screen, avoid.
We're out.
Yeah.
Not specifically you, DraftKings. We're not coming at you. Much respect. See you in baseball season. And every other day.
Yeah, just leave those totals up, please. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm going nowhere. All right, let's get to the picks. What do you got, man?
We're going to Israel coming up here in 2 hours. Maccabi Netanya taking on Hapoel Pita Tikva over 3 goals. So 3 goals will push us, but the minus 115 will give us a full cash with 4 total goals.
4 total goals. There we go, my friend. All right, Miami, Ohio State. I'm doing it. Over 40.5. Iowa, Vanderbilt over 45.5. Again, if you can get 44.5 at minus 125, do that. Stephon Castle of the Spurs over 6.5 assists, minus 110. And then these last 2 are for tomorrow. On Thursday, Texas Tech plus 2.5 against Oregon, and Georgia minus 6.5 against Ohio State. AB3, Ohio State money line tonight, Indiana money line tomorrow, Georgia money line tomorrow, plus 151. And then tonight, we're going to drop the total of Miami and Ohio State down from 40.5 to 34.5, play the over. And we're going to pair it with Virginia college basketball. All right, money line. Those two together, plus 103. Craig said, greetings, AB and crew. Loving Ohio State to win big tonight. I made so much money from sports betting that I don't have to bet for the rest of the year. Nice job, Craig. You're funny. That's a good one. Tina in the chat. Tina says, number one, what a couple of those. There we go. I absolutely love it. And number two, Tina had said earlier in the chat, got a post-op surgery, all that coming up. So Tina, hey, we're all right behind you. Absolutely. Big J. You as well, buddy. And again, shout out to Illinois. Great win yesterday, and hope all the Illinois fans that came to Nashville had a ton of fun. They look like they were having fun in the crowd. Cody, is there a show tomorrow, AB? Absolutely, baby. No doubt. Oh, yeah. We'll be going tomorrow. Luffy, what's up? Let's go, Buckeyes. Good morning, AB. We're back. Back indeed. Luffy, so good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. Okay. All right. Brad, I know we have nothing on the board. Did you want to wish the crew a happy new year?
Absolutely. Happy New Year's Eve, but almost New Year's to the DTL crew. Just want to say 1 minute thank you to all of you for welcoming me to the team, to the family, to the crew specifically. Letting me come on here and being a part of all of this is an absolute joy. Being able to help and provide to you guys and help you learn a little bit about the world of football. And it's the world all over, everywhere we go. No stone untouched. But again, thank you guys, but also AB, thank you to you, my man, for letting me come on here, being a part of it, being a brother to me, helping me, pushing this thing forward. So again, to all of you and AB, thank you.
My friend, thank you. This place would not be what it is without you. No doubt. And every time bringing it. And we got to clip up all your songs, like all of it.
We can leave those back in 2025.
I'm very thankful for you, buddy. We all are, man. And I mean that to the whole crew. Now, here's the best part, Brad. So we don't have a lot in the football world, right? Which is fine. We're all a family, all right? Sometimes you'll have all the games. Sometimes we got to go find them. Luckily today, college football, we have more. And some pretty good ones too. So what are we going to do here? Iowa and Vanderbilt. Okay. Now, number one, if you're looking for bowl opt-outs, look in the Discord, Zach Phelps, and another person that all of us say thank you to. Zach, I saw your comment chat, which was unbelievably kind. Zach, all of us thank you. Unbelievable. And again, showing that what our man does day in and day out. Yeah, he's dropped that in the link, but you can go to covers.com and find bowl opt-outs. We don't have many for this one. Let's go. We got Iowa and Vandy, baby. This is going to be a good bowl game. Tampa, Florida, Big Tony, 55 degrees over there. That's cold for Tampa. Scotty, would you play Diego Pavia anytime TD and Manning anytime TD? Absolutely. And he's talking about Arch Manning for Texas, which we'll get to in just a second. Yeah. And Diego? Oh, yeah. After that whole episode after the Heisman, yeah, I imagine that he's probably going to want to show out today. And I don't mean that negatively at the guy. I'm just saying I think that Vanderbilt takes this game seriously. I think that Iowa takes it seriously. They score points. I don't know how much defense is going to be played, but I think we're going to get points here for sure. All right, so that's at 12 Eastern, 11 a.m. So that game is in an hour and a half from right now. Jeff, AB, and Brad, thanks to both of you. You guys are great. Oh, Jeff, my friend, right back at you. And, yeah, Brad, obviously. Jared, good morning, crew. Good morning, buddy. Look, Tony said, give me Vandy. Where are you going, Brad? You going Iowa or Vandy, a 4.5-point favorite? Where are you going?
Definitely going Vandy. Pavia's playing, right? I guess I asked that question.
Yep.
Okay. As long as Pavia is playing, I'm betting Vandy for sure. He's a dog. He's just like Baker. And I'm hoping, I know this sounds bad, but maybe Iowa gets out to a lead, early field goal, so I can hop on that Vandy money line at a better price. Give me the doors.
Who you with? VU. I'm with it. Hey, that's a good call in that live play if that happens. No doubt. C-Dub, what's up, AB? What's up, C-Dub? Good to see you. B Mills. Hey, Millsy, what's up, man? Hawkeye's going to keep it. I agree. Like, I think that we have a good game in this one. I think Iowa will score. Iowa will score in Vanderbilt, no doubt. Vanderbilt will score in Iowa. I'm looking forward to it. Arizona State and Duke in the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. You big Tony the Tiger guy? You a Golden Flake? What is that? Golden Flakes?
Frosted Flakes?
Frosted Flakes. Golden Flakes. Frosted Flakes. Yeah.
The Frosted Flakes are all right. I chose some of the other cereals, but they were bad. They were good at a continental breakfast, though.
For sure. Yeah. That is a staple at every hotel continental breakfast, no doubt. And yeah. Well done for what? How did you phrase that? That was very PR of you. You said there are other breakfasts available that are better.
There are just other options I might choose.
That's what it was.
First.
Hey, Cody said, AB, how about a little I got 5 on it. Grab your I love that song. Shout out to the Loonies. All right. Arizona State Duke, man. Duke 3.5-point favorite, total of 47.5. Duke took down the ACC's goals and dreams. Arizona State keeps their head coach. I have no idea what to do in this game. AB is on the over in that game. Tony has an official play. Yep. Now, Brad, what are you thinking here? Do we get points or not in this game? Like, you feeling 48 points or under?
I lean over, honestly, as my gut says over.
Yeah, it's really hard. This game is very, like, you're going to get some inspired play, I think, from both of these teams. Now, again, check the opt-outs. All right, keep going. Michigan and Texas. Okay. Kind of a weird end of the year for Michigan. And we're not going to get into the entire Sharon Moore situation, but it's been a weird end of the year for Michigan. The players felt betrayed. Everyone did. Now, I don't know where the locker room sits. I don't know where this game, motivation-wise, is going to be for Michigan. I at least think with Texas, you're going to get points. Let me also say, it was difficult to trust Texas in the regular season. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. That's just kind of the year that it was for everybody. You know what I mean? But last time we saw Texas, they were hammering Texas A&M. And Texas kind of ended the season all right in a weird way. So, I have no idea what to do with Michigan. I'm telling you straight up, you have a coach get fired for that. And if anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, I don't even want to say it. Just Google it, right? Terrible. So where everyone is in the wake of all of that, I have no idea. I have no idea if Michigan players even care. And I don't necessarily blame them. You know what I mean? Like, your fearless leader is good. They love the guy. I don't know. But Texas was playing great, man. They were scoring points, playing confident. Be careful what you do in a bowl game, but I don't know. What do you think? Like, and again, I ask you is none of us know because we have no idea where Michigan is at as a team. Maybe that's something they rally around. It could be positive, it could be negative. But Brad, just as a former player at multiple levels, like, what are your thoughts? if you have a situation like that,
I think when there's a side at question, it's always a better possibility to get an under.
Yeah. You know what? That might be the play. Because Texas' defense is super legit. And it's not like Michigan's isn't.
And if anybody gets up, it becomes choke ball instead of.
That's a great point. I swear, Brad, you just laid out these third quarters in some of these bowl games are dead zones.
That's what the Buckeyes will do.
Yeah, it just like 7 total points scored and a lot of running the football. So anyway, so I wasn't going at Michigan. Like I was just laying out, like, if you're a bettor and you're saying, AB, this is the first time I've seen Michigan all year. Now they've stabilized it, like what Michigan did and the hire that they made and stabilizing the transfer port, like, is nothing short of amazing. And that's why Michigan is Michigan, because they went right into business of solving problems, right? But that doesn't start till next year. I don't know what you got today. It could, but again, it could be a rallying point. But even if it's a rallying point, it's usually done with defense on both these teams. So the under could be the look. Nebraska and Utah. Well, guess what? Utah doesn't have a coach. You know where he's at? Michigan. So I don't know what to do. Now, it's Utah. I give Utah credit. You're always going to get effort. Right? Like, you're going to get effort. Utah's a 14.5-point favorite and a total of 50.5. Now, you're saying to yourself, what in the world? Why is this number so large, right? I don't know who Nebraska is down to at quarterback, right? Like, if you have any injury, like, number one, their starting quarterback, obviously, right, Dylan Riley, like, he's been gone, right, injury-wise. And I'm not making light of it. I'm just saying you'll get effort from Nebraska. That said, I don't know what to do with this. Total of 50.5. Good bowl games are hard to pick. This one, 14. I'm not betting. You going under?
I'm going to go under.
Yeah.
It sounds like the same situation. When there's a lot of uncertainty, you might as well just a lot more ways a team can just screw it up. And the easiest way to get an over is both teams participating. So if one team is not participating, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, and that's my concern. And what you just said, like, if you're somebody playing the over, the worst thing in the world that can happen is into the first quarter and Utah's up 14-0. That's the worst thing that you could have, because Utah is going to do exactly what Brad just said, and they're going to run it every play. They're running the clock out in the second quarter. That's very much on the table. So, yeah. Oh, here we go right here. All right, Blade, for Nebraska. TJ Lateef will be starting his 4th game. He's a talented kid. He'll do all right. Not sure it's enough to win, but he'll play well. There we go. Right? So, yeah. Again, you guys have heard me talk about Nebraska for years. I have nothing but respect for the Husker program, right? Like, you're going to get effort. I think, and Blade, thank you again for that info. Yeah, I agree. It's like, you're going to get the effort. They're going to play. How much is it worth? You know what I mean? Like, how many points do they score? And it could be a game where Utah doesn't score much either. Like, we could be looking, 20-17 for like a really long stretch. Yeah, you could coast out that under. So we're gonna see. There's the wrestling. All right. Chris Jericho and The Undertaker, Ric Flair and Stone Cold, Jeff Jarrett, Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon and Hulk Hogan. We got Razor Ramon and Hulk Hogan. You going the Hulkster tonight?
I forgot about this one.
Yeah. Here, let me set it up again. So Oregon is Chris Jericho. Texas Tech is The Undertaker. Alabama's Ric Flair. Indiana's Stone Cold. Ole Miss is Jeff Jarrett. Georgia's Shawn Michaels. Miami's Razor Ramon. And Ohio State is the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, brother. Come on. We're going Hope Nation all the way. Come on. O-H.
I hey, the Hulkster had love for Columbus, Ohio, baby. All right, so we're gonna see how this goes. We get look. We've got a nice battle royale tournament setting up here. Well, it's not a battle royale, but you still get it. Yeah, Scotty said Hulk with the leg drop. Oh man, I can't wait. So it starts tonight, man. All right, let's get the picks one more time, and we'll bounce out of here, man. Don't want to keep everybody. Bradley, what you got?
In an hour and 45 minutes in the Israeli Premier League, Maccabi Netanya is taking on Apoel Petach Tikva. Over 3 goals is what we're after, giving us a push, but 4 total goals with the full cash at minus 115.
Nice. Miami, Ohio State, over 40.5. Iowa, Vanderbilt, over 45.5. Again, get 44.5 if you can. Stephon Castle of the San Antonio Spurs, over 6.5 assists, minus 110. Texas Tech tomorrow, plus 2.5. Georgia tomorrow, minus 6.5. AB3, Ohio State, football money line. Indiana, football money line. Georgia, football money line, plus 151. Over 34.5 in Miami and Ohio State tonight, paired with Virginia college basketball tonight at plus 103. Now, Brad, real quick, I do want to set up college basketball because we don't have a ton of it tonight, but we have a couple games. So we're getting into conference play here. Okay. So let's take a look here. Virginia and Virginia Tech. We got Virginia on the money line, paired with the over 34.5. Virginia, 5.5 point favorite. This is going to be a heck of a basketball game. And remember, take a look at these times too. All right. They start during the day. So we're in full holiday mode today. All right. Now, real quick, Tony says, AB, afternoon show. Looks like we have everything. No, we'll no afternoon show today. New Year's Eve. I want to make sure. I don't want to keep everybody. So I can't wait to get back to them, but I don't want to keep everybody. We can knock it out. And I know, hey, what are y'all doing for the game tonight? Where are y'all going? Michael said, I'm making the drive for an alligator po' boy today. Nice. You going to a white alligator, the factory in Franklin? Now we're talking, man. Okay. So college basketball, Virginia Tech. We're on Virginia money line. Georgia Tech and Duke. Live from Cameron Indoor. 3 p.m. All these times are central, by the way. You take a Duke, a 26.5 point favorite in a conference game? You getting in on that, Brad?
Phew. Is Josh Pastner still at Georgia Tech? I mean, goodness gracious, 27 points. That is absurd.
Pastner.
Yeah, give me the Demon. Was it this Demon Dinkins? Is that right? Demon Deacon?
Demon
The
Deacon.
Blue Devil. I don't even know. Give me Duke at Cameron Indoor. They're gonna slop them up.
Whoa. I think you just uncovered something. No, never mind. Demon Deacons, that's Wake Forest.
Yeah, I was gonna say that wasn't right.
Yeah, it's okay. So in my head first, I was like, oh, we've got the anti-church. When we have Wake Forest and Duke, the Demon Deacons versus the Blue Devils. Uh-oh. Halloween game. We've lost our mind. All right. So, yeah, Duke's a 26.5 point favorite, bro. Now, here's another one. Let's go to your neck of the woods, Cincinnati, Ohio. UConn heading down to Xville. The Musketeers. UConn's an 11.5 point favorite. Total 143.5. Any thoughts here? How do you feel about Xavier?
Xavier's always a tough basketball program. I feel like 11.5 points is just so much for a team at home. Maybe they sneak into that 11. I mean, I would take Xavier maybe 12 even plus 12.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, I mean, look, this is a tough one. Millsy, Duke alternate spread plus Boozer 20 plus points parlay. Nice look.
Carlos
Millsy,
Boozer still playing?
his son. Oh. Dude, Duke just got the number 1 player in the country in basketball for next year, too. So thankfully, something finally good happened over there. Kirk said alligator blood. Yes, indeed. Big Ben said, best of luck and party safe tonight. Everyone go Bucks. Yeah, no doubt. And Ben, best of luck to your Buckeyes, man, and all Ohio State fans. And look, I'm not pulling against Miami at all. Tony, you and everybody, best luck as well. But yeah, everybody definitely be safe tonight. Use Ubers and stuff. Don't drink and drive. Be here tomorrow, 10 a.m. What else do we have? Let's play a little grab bag of sports. All the NBA. All right, Brad, tell me if any of these strike your fancy. Warriors at the Hornets. All right, Warriors 6.5-point favorites. We see a lot of Steph Curry 5 to 6 threes tonight. Z Money said, good morning, crew. Happy to be here. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. Indeed, my friend. I'm happy to be here too, and good to see you. Big Brian, Happy New Year. All have fun tonight. Absolutely. And Brian, so good to see you, my friend. Scotty said, Curry threes. There you go. All right, Timberwolves and the Hawks. Timberwolves 5.5-point favorites on the road. Total 243.5. Magic and the Pacers. Look at the Pacers. Brad, turning this thing around. 6-27, fighting back. Okay. Magic 18-15. Magic only 3.5-point favorites on the road there. Telling Indiana not playing terrible. They're going to come back. Look at them. Watch out. Suns and the Cavs. Cavs, 5.5-point favorites. 235.5 total, Brad. We in or out on the Cavs?
Well, I guess I got to ask who's playing for the Suns tonight. That kind of matters. Is KD even at the Suns?
No. Right, so we're going to find out. We're going to find out tonight about 12 minutes before this game. Well, today.
Perfect timing.
Yep.
If they have, the Suns have their players in, then I would lean toward the Suns. But if they are missing a few of those guys, I'd probably just lean toward Donovan Mitchell's shot attempts. Honestly, man wants to shoot from half at any given moment. Just give him the ball. He's going to launch it.
He will. Spider. Matty Ice. Plenty of local law firms offering free Uber rides tonight. Worth checking before going out. No doubt. I know, I don't know, everywhere, but local law enforcement does a lot of stuff like that. I know Nashville. Like if you're around Nashville, if you're in Davidson County, Wilson County, Williamson County, keep going. Usually your local sheriff's department actually will offer those. So yeah, no doubt. Check them out for sure. Not above any of it. You know what I mean? Just get home safe. They'll take you home. I like it. I wonder what that lawyer said in the car. Anybody hit you in the bar? Sir, is your neck broken? Pelicans and the Bulls. I'm going off track here. Bulls, 1.5-point favorites. Total 247.5. Randall, right here. Police offer free rides to jail. Getting out gets pricey, though. There's Randall.
Not if you're R. Kelly. Not if you're R. Kelly. You get to get your fans to bail you out.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Asking your crew to bail you out. You know what? You're looking right here. If I went in, I'm not asking the crew. Sorry, Randall.
Somebody said out there, you know who's back child support I want to pay? R. Kelly's.
Back child support. Rick said, Pelicans money line, no giddy for the Bulls. There you go. Knicks and the Spurs. All right, here we go. Here's a game. Knicks 23-9. Spurs 23-9. Now, Nick, 7-7 on the road. Spurs 11-4 at home. We're on Stephon Castle, over 6.5 assists tonight. I see Jalen Brunson threes in the chat. I like that. I see Jalen Brunson anything in the chat. I like that. Jalen Brunson plays hard, man. That dude plays a ton of minutes and is involved. So, Spurs coming for a little redemption tour here. A little, we're going to leave this in 2025 type of energy. We're going to find out. Nuggets and the Raptors, no Nikola Jokic for a month. Yeah. So that's why you see the Raptors are 6.5-point favorites. Let's take a look at Denver without Nikola Jokic. I think there could be some production issues. Not that the Nuggets aren't a good basketball team. I'm not coming at them like that. Jokic, it is what it is. Wizards and the Bucks, Trailblazers and the Thunder. Look at the Thunder. 15.5-point favorites. You doing it? Yay or nay?
Yay.
Yeah.
As long as it's not what the Spurs, they seem to lose. Is the Spurs they lose to?
Yeah.
Yeah, they smash.
Yeah. Jared said Spurs here. Knicks are 0-7 against the spread the last 7, plus no Josh Hart or Mitchell Robinson. There you go. Okay. Picks one more time, and then we'll get out of here, Brad. 1 second. And yeah, we'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern normal time. Trust me. New Year's Day, we might be here for 2 hours tomorrow. So anybody wants to come in, head out, come back in. Let's go. Brad, what do you got today?
Coming up here in an hour and 34 minutes in the Israeli Premier League, Maccabi Netanya, is taking on Hapoel Petah Tikva. Over 3 on the Asian total of -115. 3 goals pushes us 4 goals with that full cash.
Still have no idea how you pronounce all of that so cleanly. Well done. Miami, Ohio State over 40.5 tonight. Iowa, Vanderbilt over 45.5. Again, try to get 44.5. Shop your books. Stephon Castle of the San Antonio Spurs over 6.5 assists, -110. And then tomorrow, Texas Tech plus 2.5 against Oregon. Georgia -6.5 against Ole Miss. AB3, Ohio State money line in football tonight. Indiana money line football tomorrow. Georgia money line football tomorrow. And both of these are today. Over 34.5 in Miami and Ohio State. And Virginia money line in college basketball. Okay. Now, Brad, this is the last time that we'll be live in 2025. It's done. So I want to say this real quick. This has been one of the most rewarding years of my life. And I can't thank all of you enough, especially you, Brad. Just keep going down the list. I don't want to single anybody out so that it leaves anybody out. Right. But this has been a crazy year we went from doing shows in hotels and parking lots. All right. Literally betting, doing it for real. And all of us together have glown. Well, I guess glown. We've glown together. No, man. What I'm getting at is that picks, great. But the real reward, man, seriously, dude, has been the friends that you make along the way. And everybody here that has been with it, since the CBS days, since 24/7 sports days, right? Are people who just came in today. It's the best community in the game because you all make it the best community in the game. So I say I could go for 4 hours giving thank yous. I won't do that. Right? People have things to do. But it's very important that all of you know that you're so just appreciated in your friendship. It means the world to me. And Brad, obviously, that to you. So thank you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I got you right.
No, so it's all good. Just reiterating to everybody tonight to just be safe. and that when you're on the road, that the other car could be a family of 4 with 3 little kids. And this year I became a father for the first time. So that has new meaning to me and a new understanding of how my actions affect the lives of others so much more than I ever thought before. So even when I'm out on the road and making my bad decisions, well, my bad decisions can unfortunately hurt other people in certain scenarios. So just be cognizant of who you are and the intentions you have going forward. Be a positive light to this world, and positivity will be shined and shown right back to you. You know, with every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So to the crew, be safe in 2025 and be excited for 2026, because 2025 is gone, baby. Now it's time to enter a new world.
It is. And, well done. Well said. And look, Randall, I have nothing better to do, so start the 4 hour. You know what? There's a lot of thank yous to this guy right here, too. Randall Mims, a lot of them. I don't have enough time for that one, too. But, Randall, thank you for all. I could keep going. Tiff, Harley, Knox, all of them. So we're going to give Randall the last word on it for 2025. Everybody, thank you so much. We'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. But until then, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets, and we will see you soon. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody.